Shavua Tov. How was your Shabbos?
Beautiful. How about you?
Good,
Nice.
very good, very
Wonderful. Good for you. Yeah.
good. Luckily, it didn't rain. It looked like it was going to rain again.
Yeah, late in the middle of the night, actually early in the morning, Elaine. Yeah.
I think it rained very early also because my paper was unreadable.
Yeah. Yeah. The streets were still wet when we went out this morning. Yeah. Okay. Worked out okay. This is Benito, the right time. That's when they.
Yeah.
That's when it's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Ernie.
Tomorrow, I'm going to teach at 9 in the morning. There's minyan here at 8. It'll be done by 8:30, so people can get home. And I'm going to teach at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Mario,
When does Susie get up?
I'm not going to do the Navi Shir because Susie can't participate. And I think it's appropriate to cancel it since Susie's a normal participant and she's not allowed to, so.
Okay. All right. I'll let everybody know.
It'd be just because.
What's the story?
So
Sorry.
tomorrow, I'm going to teach the Daf Yomi at 9 in the morning.
What time?
9 in the morning, because the minyan here is at 8.
Okay.
And there's no Navi Shir tomorrow because Susie participates in the Navi Shir, and I think it's appropriate to cancel it because of her Shiva.
Okay, if you can, Mario, if you can send me the recording, please.
Yes. So we're on Yud Gimel Amud Beis. Tanan Hasam. Ha'oirez va'adoichin, it's rice and millet, va'progim va'shumshumin, sesame seeds, sheishrishu lifnei Rosh Hashanah, that took root. Because we've been dealing with what are the criteria to determine the fiscal year of each produce? Is it a shlish? Has it grown to a third? Is it when it's harvested? Right? Each different type, whether it's a pre or a yerek. So here, it follows when it took root. If it took root before Rosh Hashanah, Misashrin L'Shavar, it gets put in the previous fiscal year. Mutar b'Shvius. And therefore, if the next year's Shvius would be permitted in Shvius. Let me, 1 second. Guy, leave that door open. I would just leave it open. V'im lav asurim b'Shvius. If it didn't take root, then it belongs to the seventh, to the Shemitah year, it would be Asur. And umisashrin l'shana haba if it's harvested at that time. Amar Rabbanon Elon, a tree, we decide when to give meiser basar chanata. Chanata is like budding. When you first see the fruit sort of begin its form. Tvua v'zeisim, grain and olives go after shlish. Once they're grown a third, it's considered that they're in that year. Yerek, basar lakita. Yerek will go after when you harvest it. So hani keman shavin and rabbanon. So where does oirez and doichen fit into this pattern? Hadar amar Rabbi mitoch shasuin prochin. Because eventually they don't all ripen at the same time. They're harvested bit by bit as they ripen. Ozli Rabbanan Basar Hashrasha. So therefore, they're all put into the ground at the same time. So that's why it's too complicated to calculate when the fiscal year, because each one becomes ripe at a different time. They made it that those that are put into the ground in that year, it's considered that year. Why? Why should we do it that way? As you harvest them, put them in one place. It's all one. And then you should give Trumas and Mises from when you gather it. Milo, Tanya, didn't we learn Rabbi Yosef ben Kippur, Rabbi Shimon Shazuri, Pula Mitzri, Egyptian bean, Shazar Lazera, where you grew them not because you wanted to eat them, you wanted You wanted the seeds to seed for the next year. So, some were rooted before Rosh Hashanah, some were rooted after Rosh Hashanah. Each one has to be given Truma and Meiser different years. So, how does he do it? You silo. And then once it's all collected, and it's all given Truma from the same stuff. So let's do the same thing here by the Oiris V'doichen. You're asking me a kasha based on Rav Shimon Shizuri. Rav Shimon Shizuri Sover Yesh Bila. Bila means even solid items that are put in a mixture, it's considered that they've been mixed very well. That's why you can put them all in a silo and give them Truma Meiser at the same time. But not everybody holds by solid items that there's Bila. Right? Rabbanan Sari ain't Bila. Rabbanan will hold that by liquid there's Bila, but by solids there's no Bila. So therefore, mixing them all together doesn't solve anything. It is the halacha like that you can put them all in a silo, and there is bila, and therefore you can give trumas and meisos from the same group. How could Shmuel say that he holds that the halacha is like Reb Shimon Shizuri? V'amar Shmuel, lakol ein bila chutz miyayin v'shemen. Shmuel himself says that the concept of good mixing only occurs with wine and oil, but solids don't mix. So how can you tell me that Shmuel holds like Rabbi Shimon Shizuri? We're talking about solids. So Ishtamit say Hadamer Shmuel. That Mandamer forgot what Shmuel said. He doesn't. He said. He says everything goes after when the pri is finished. That's koiveya the shnas meiser. So the zman hashrosh has nothing to do with the way Shmuel learns. Okay.